Persepolis.
No, who is that?
In some Greek myth or something?
No, it's this movie. No, and man, I love this movie because, like I said, Iranian girls like to party, and I didn't know that until I saw this movie.
Well, yeah, you know, this thing really should have been called 10 Things I Hate About Iran, because this was just
just 10?
Yeah, it's wow. Or, you know, God, does it suck to be an Iranian woman?
Well, it is one of those things where, like, when the main character is like fighting to get back there, you're like, why?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, shit. To hell with your parents. Keep going.
Yeah, she goes to France in the
Vienna?
the like late 60s, early 70s, and it's like, party's on. Like, can you imagine wanting to leave?
Yeah, so for those of you out there that don't know what this is a really awesome French animated film adapted from a bunch of graphic novels that's about the story of a little girl growing up in Iran and discovering herself and discovering how shitty life is.
And you know, that almost sounds kind of boring, but it's actually very interesting. In as much as, like, you know, here in America, where most of you are hearing this, we don't know about other countries. Like, over here, it's almost discouraged for us to learn about other cultures and other countries. So
why would we want to do that? We're better.
Exactly. We got everything here. We don't need nothing else. Here, you really get to see, like, from the ground level, a perspective of Iran and what it's like to live there.
Well, what's cool about this movie is that it starts out. It's you're right. It's from a series of graphic novels, and I forgot the author's name. It's a woman, and they're really good. I read one in the beginning of the collection, and what
I read the introduction.
Yeah, I read the foreword.
There's a woman. I don't remember.
Look, let's admit it. You saw the movie. That was okay. I saw the movie.
I saw her foot on the back of the book, and she looked kind of hot, so I picked it up.
Yeah, exactly. And once I opened the book to mom and dad, shit, this is too long. It's hard. Why do you got to get all into this plot? No, you're right. This is about the story of a little girl who, in the beginning, early years of her life, started growing up in Iran, and she had these idealistic views on life, but then they changed radically when the Islamic Revolution came, and of course after that, all women lost their rights, and in addition to, like, everybody losing their rights, it was women especially. And so it's from her perspective of how it is to be a woman growing up in Iran. And we talk about how, you know, shitty it is to grow up in Iran, but she does show the different side of it as, yes, there are normal people in Iran. People like to do things and like to party. It's just because of an oppressive government that we can't do those things. And that's why she actually wanted to go back, because she missed her friends and missed that lifestyle. That was good.
And not only does it have an interesting story going on and a lot to think about there, but it has a whimsical animation style that reminded me of Amelie more than anything else, and the transitions, the way they went back and forth between scenes and ideas. There's a lot of neat stuff going on there for relatively simplistic looking animation, but enough that just that alone really holds your attention.
Actually, I would like to speak on the animation that was done in this movie. This was like the freshest animation I have seen in maybe a decade, because back before, just right before this, they started with Spike and Mike's Sick and Twisted. Animation festivals used to come where everybody did really cool, very different animated stuff. It was all very artistic. Nowadays, all you see is, like, everybody tries to be slicker than the next guy or more realistic, or everything is 3D. And it's all just kind of bland. Like, I didn't realize I was tired of it until I saw this.
Damn.
And they just kept doing very innovative, different things over and over. And I never stopped being impressed by it.
Wait, what, Leon? That's the fresh animation. Damn, that's the fresh shit. That's the freshest animation you've seen. This ain't fresh right here. Look at this. Look at that animation right there.
Well, that's technically funky fresh.
Okay.
You know, I have to agree with you 100%. You look at this and it's very simple, but it's beautiful. You just get caught up in it, and it tells the story perfectly. I don't think this would have worked if Disney or Pixar had done it and made it a 3D animated film in Iran. This is the art. It's actually art. It is actually something that the animation style changes to convey a mood. It's like what we grew up with when animation was truly on the cutting edge.
It's really integrated into the tempo of the film. The way the story is going, the animation reflects that so well. You really do feel like you're watching something more than just a cartoon. You're impressed watching it.
No, it's a very simple style. And it's almost deceptively simple. It's almost deceptively simple, but it's very beautiful. And it's amazing that they did it all in black and white too. At least the majority of the movie. It's told in a flashback, so the flashback parts are done in black and white, and it looks great. But if you take away the animation, I think this story could have been told with live action, and it would have been just as compelling to me.
Oh yeah, no, you take away the animation, and it's basically a movie like The Namesake or the Kite Runners. I mean, that probably Kite Runner was what it reminded me of the most, because Kite Runners was all about where Afghanistan, how the kids growing up in Afghanistan they were there when it was good. And then later the communists came in, and then the religious extremists, and just ruined it, where all freedom was locked down. This movie shows the exact same thing happening in Iran.
Except I have to disagree in the fact that I think this thing had to be animated, simply because while it is a very serious, real story, the animation makes it so much more accessible. It makes it so much more enjoyable to watch this story than to watch yet another subtitled film about how much it sucks to live in another country.
Yeah, I completely agree. And this brought about like something I've been wondering for a while why they haven't made Mouse. And I think a lot of people have said that if you're a comic book fan, there's a great series of graphic novels that won the Pulitzer Prize about real experiences in World War II Germany.
Oh yeah, no,
with cats and mice, and this feels a lot like that sort of thing.
Well, no, I mean the animation did bring a style to it that pretty much set it apart from anything done in live action, but I thought the writing was really good too. I mean, this writer, her humor is great, and that's what really sets this movie apart from something like The Namesake. I mean, unless you just a real sick person, I'm sorry, unless this is what sets it apart from something like The Kite Runner. Because unless you just real sick and like to see little boys get raped,
No.
Ain't
Kite
nothing
Runner
funny
is
about
not
that
funny.
shit. Ain't nothing funny about that. Leon, stop smiling.
Man, I thought your uncle apologized for that.
Never did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Laugh till it's grave.
Now, I want to speak to one thing that people might have a problem with.
Yes.
Because people I was with had a problem with it. I don't consider it a flaw, but when you get to the end of the movie, there's no big punch. There's no big thing. There's no big wrap up. And, it might feel like, it just ended. But the thing is, this is a biography. It's like this woman is doing her autobiography. Mm-hmm. And to have some big plot point, to have some big climax, would have been untrue to the story.
Well, the story continues too. I mean, it just says her life is probably just beginning.
Well, and this is only the first few of the graphic novels collected together. And come on, let's be honest. We've seen the movies that have the big punch at the end, like Ray or Walk the Line, where you get to this point and you're like, really? That's the climax of your life? No, that's just where we have to kind of end it to make it work as in a 3-act structure.
See, that's what was missing from Ray. They should have done Ray in a cartoon style like this. They should have made it funny with him bumping into walls and shit.
Dude, that would have been fucking awesome.
At that point, he could put on a red costume and become Daredevil.
I still see their point though. I mean, how cool this movie would have been if she was like, you know what, screw this, and just strapped on double machine guns and got revenge for 9/11 for everyone. I mean, that would have been a movie.
Okay, now you're just going crazy.
If we're gonna go crazy, I just gotta ask, Corey, would you do her?
Man, you beat me to it. I was gonna say, damn, that's a sexy ass cartoon. I'll fuck the shit out that cartoon. Why are you looking at me like I'm crazy for? You didn't think that?
Wait. Are you talking about 5-year-old her or like divorced 23-year-old her?
He wouldn't distinguish between the two.
I mean, technically, what is the crime for doing a 5-year-old cartoon? None.
I'm sure there should be one though. Pretty sure that we'll have to call someone and set that up.
I'm just saying, cartoon girls are more mature than live action girls when you look at it. I mean, no, but I thought she was kind of cute. I mean, what? Why am I the odd one here? What?
Dude, because she had no boobs. That's why. No boobs equals either gay or sick.
It's a good thing I'm a cartoon ass man. Don't judge me, Carla. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. You asked the fucking question.
I was wearing pants during the movie.
Oh, well, I watched it at home. I had a good reason.
He likes having sex with an animated 6-year-old girl because then you can flip her over on her stomach.
And it's like having sex with a 6-year-old animated boy.
Technically, Jessica Rabbit was under like 2. Well, I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Yes, I would do that cartoon to sum it up all of them. And for that alone, great story, great animation style, great sense of humor. I learned something, and fine ass cartoon girl. I give it full price.
Do you think it's the best animated film of the year?
Yes, I do. Not only do I think it's the best animated movie of the year, I think it's probably, and I haven't seen the Beauty and the Beast Bell Top. Yeah, whatever. But the Diving Bell and the Beauty.
That's not animated.
No, what I'm saying is that is a foreign movie. I would say that I haven't seen that yet, but this
is your favorite foreign.
This is my favorite foreign film.
Okay, well, I give this full price too, although not as highly as you did. I thought it probably could have been edited a little tighter than it was.
Fuck you.
But it, I was wondering
Wait,
why
he
my
was
ass
just he was
hurting.
just saying the little 5-year-old girl he wanted to be a little tighter than it was.
Stop it.
It's just it could have moved a little smoother for me, and I actually did have problems with the way it ended as well. I mean, what are they going to do? That's the way the original book ended, but not every book has to be a movie.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun, and I think that this is mainly just going to attract big fans of foreign films and animation, though.
Yes, Cyrus, oppression is fun
Nothing
and
wrong.
whimsical. No, I'm sorry.
The film is fun.
No,
It's
I
a
know.
comedy.
I'm
What the
so-
hell?
come on,
You're
man.
gonna try and tell people walk in there expecting it to be like Das Boot, all
Hey.
dour and serious the whole time.
Hey,
It's funny.
I'm just kidding.
Oppression is funny.
It
Like
is.
the kite runner when that kid got raped. That was funny. Wait. Oh, never mind. Leon?
What's your favorite foreign movie? I'm gonna have Steely Dan in my head for the rest of the night. I gotta say, I have absolutely no problem with this. Matter of fact, after seeing it, there's scenes from it that just keep playing in my head, and I just felt juiced from seeing the animation, just how inspired it all was. And yeah, I easily give this full price, and it might even be in my top 10.
I do quite enjoy this movie. I enjoy it a lot. It definitely gets full price. Don't think it's the best foreign film of the year, but I do think it's the best animated film of the year. As much as I did enjoy Ratatouille, this is the one that was really artistic and really moved me. It wasn't just cute. It wasn't just fun for the whole family. It moved me. It was art, and goddamn it, that's what the Oscars are for. So if this doesn't win Best Animated this year, it's a fucking crime.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
a
gonna
joke.
be that goddamn rat.
Yeah, no, that'd be a joke if that was the case.
Dude, Pixar's gotten it so many times. Well, like the Oscars aren't a joke to begin with, but
I like the way you say it's gonna be that goddamn like that rat's gonna come up and accept his award.
hey, it already
I think they
won a
submitted
Golden
it as-
Globe,
I think they
right?
submitted it as best foreign and not as best animated.
Oh, that's too bad. 'Cause it is the best animated film.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's
No, it is.
retarded.
Oh well, we can always cheer ourselves up by renting some cartoon horrors, can't we?
What? Dude, wait.
What is it with you and the cartoon poon?
Yeah, you need to draw some animated versions of Sketched Lily and
hell,
Lizzie.
Oh, come on.
Like y'all never thought about it.
Who are these cartoon whores you speak of?
Yeah, well, they're not around anymore. He buried them in the cartoon backyard.
I don't know.
Cartoon New York, where he goes every once in a while.
I haven't seen Betty Boop in a while.
Yeah, I haven't.
It must be nice to be home all day on the computer, just